Hi everyone, my name is Warda Yusuf,
My name is Khushkirat.
and today we are presenting on unethical mica mining in India, and our target brand is L'Oreal Makeup Company. So let's just learn first what mica is. Mica is a type of mineral and it belongs to the class of silicate minerals. The layers of mica are formed naturally in rocks of earth crust and they appear in crystal form. It's a very delicate and lightweight mineral, and there are 37 different types of mica minerals produced, but they differ in their colors and their properties, and they are naturally shimmery and glittery. There are two major types of mica produced, which are mainly used in industries. First one is sheet mica. The process of extracting sheet mica involves building tunnels by using explosives. This procedure provides access to underground mica, which is believed to be a better quality. However, it's a very risky and dangerous procedure for workers as it involves using explosive and potential risk of accidents such as landslidings. On the other hand, scrape mica is comparatively safer as it uses conventional pit mining method. Hard rocky mines uses drill, scraper, or blasting that creates an open pit to access mica. Mica mines are found in over 35 different countries, but majority of the mica, especially sheet mica, is produced in India due to cheap labor and risky activities involved in the procedure. Rajasthan is one of the mica-rich states in India that produce ethically sourced mica, but 25% of the world's mica is unethically sourced in states of India known as Bihar and Jharkhand. When it comes to uses of mica, they are endless due to its flexibility, stability, and transparency. This mineral is used in paints, electronics for insulation purposes, construction, cosmetics, plastics, personal hygiene products such as sunscreen, shampoos, toothpaste, and coating of cars, and door handles, and many other purposes as well. According to 2015 mica purchases, cosmetic industry purchased 18% of the mined mica. The question is why mica cosmetic industry invests so much money in mica? Because it's naturally shiny and sparkly and can be easily turned into powdered form, which makes it very useful in as manufacturing products in cosmetic industry. As cosmetic industry tries to achieve glow, shimmer, and illuminating factors in their products. If you see shine in any product, mica has been 100% added to it. But there are no side effects of this mineral on the skin. Rest of the couple slides will be led by Hushkara.
So, what is wrong with using mica in the cosmetics? Around 8 million cosmetics are imported to Canada, and majority of them involve the supply of the child labor in it. So, the products that we are using might be unethical, or might be involved in the child labor. So how is mica unethically sourced in Bihar and Jharkhand? So there are poor working conditions for the workers. There are many occupational hazards like head injuries, cuts, skin and respiratory infections. They may be death due to landslidings. The workers the workers pick the mica with their hands and they earn just few cents or couple of dollars just to survive for one day. And the workers, the mine owners, they'll always like violate the human rights by providing such miserable conditions. So why do workers work in such dark, dangerous, risky, illegal mines? It's because of the reason that the workers are poor, they have no employment options and no support from the government. Also, there are like 22,000 children who are working in these mines, and their age is around 10 to 4 years. Indian law actually forbids the child labor, but in the mines it still exists. There is no official figure of the death in the mines for the children. Moreover, there is less than 10% children death that is reported to the police. There are some makeup brands that contribute for these children, such as Pure and Needy and Estee Lauder. They own some mines in India, and they may even fund schools, daycare, and they work with organizations to tackle down the child labor. So our target brand was L'Oreal, and L'Oreal owns 27 international cosmetic brands, and they work with a US Global Compact. And under this compact, they are expected to provide a minimum wage, good environment, work hours, and safety to their suppliers and their contractors and their workers. They also follow our CSR policy that obligates the child labor. They have a code of business ethic according to which they should provide income for schooling, and if they find any child who is working illegally, they are committed to provide him schooling, education, and they may even re-employ the child when the child reaches a permissible age. There are, after so many measures and policy, there are still 5% of their supply are connected to child labor. So 91% of the Canadians believe that there should be some laws that require the brands to show that how their products are produced, but still L'Oreal has refused to provide any of these things. So there are some commonly proposed solutions to tackle this solution. So what brands can do? The main thing the brand can do is to fix their supply chains. The brands are aware that the products are unethical because of the complexity in the supply chains. So the verbal agreement with the contractor is just not enough to fix their supply chains. They should also include evidences of their measures, action policies on their websites about what they are doing to tackle down the problem. The goal is not to just stop doing business with India, but to bring a change for the workers who are working in the mines. There should be a petition to demand the supply chain legislation in Canada. The brand can also own mines in India. They can donate for the welfare of the workers. They should not trust their supply chains, and they can also switch to synthetic mica instead of the unethical original mica. So here's an example of how complex the supply chains are. So we can see the L'Oreal. The L'Oreal itself is a cosmetic company, and there are several brands under it, and they provide mica to some other brands. So what Indian government can do? Indian government can work on some welfare and developmental schemes for the worker. They can legalize the mine. They can set a minimum wage for the workers or venue for the workers for the schooling, daycare, and to increase the quality of life of the workers and the children. They can also develop sustainable alternative jobs options for the workers.
So what is our initiative and suggestion for L'Oreal? We'll talk about that in next couple slides. So as mentioned by Kushi, your company can implement multiple solutions to secure its chain supply, which if I briefly summarize again, helping in government in regulating national laws in India, funding to improve living and working conditions of those people working in mines, switching to synthetic mica, owning mines in India, or extensive efforts to prevent child labor by tracing every single activity of your supply chain. Selection of few or one of the previously proposed solutions can minimize or eliminate the potential risk of unethically sourced mica in L'Oreal's products, because it's very important that L'Oreal supply chain is first secure to move to the next step, and evidence of extensive efforts is clearly aligned with L'Oreal's values on their website. Because according to a study conducted by World Vision on 60 major brands, they viewed the public information posted by them. They found that only 18% has the detailed finding regarding their efforts and commitment in preventing child labor. So when it comes to our initiative, we want L'Oreal to stand out from other brands. So we propose that L'Oreal should use its brand name and power to bring a change in the world, or at least states of India known as Bihar and Jharkhand, where people are risking their lives to mine mica, which is an essential ingredient to cosmetic industry. According to head of consumer marketing at Twitter Canada, 75% of the consumers have an expectation that the brand they are buying from have values of its own, and that they're working towards improving lives, not just for consumers, but for the rest of the world. So it's very important that L'Oreal's values are clear to consumers through their efforts. First, by ensuring that their products are not at risk of potential unethical activities, and that they also want to take a stance on this issue as a whole and want to help those poor workers. This initiative can be taken using social media. L'Oreal's employees can create a campaign with the hashtag Regulate Mines in India, with the focus on unsafe working conditions in mines, lack of basic resources provided by Indian government for its citizens, and also motivating the audience to raise their voice so they can bring a change in the world. Some of the benefits of this initiative, as L'Oreal is an international brand and they have millions of followers on social media and pages in every single country, this campaign will help bring the awareness in the public about mica mineral, as many consumers and general public have no idea what mica is and how it can be illegally sourced in mines of India. And even people working in mines have no idea regarding the importance and purpose of this mineral. As more people will become aware and request Indian government to regulate mines and make laws that prevent child labor and illegal export and trading activities in Bihar and Jharkhand, the more pressure will be built on responsible authorities of Indian government in taking this matter seriously. And if successful, it may lead to introduction of measures by Indian government and also addresses the root cause of the problem, which is poverty and lack of basic resources in India. Kushi will talk about why this initiative was chosen by us.
So our initiative addresses the root cause of the problem, which is the poverty and the lack of Indian government's support in providing the basic necessities to their citizens. Addressing the root cause will eventually solve the problem of the complexity supply chains, and it will put the maker brands at risk of unethical practices. If mica will be ethically sourced at the mines of India that are protected by strict laws to prevent unfair trading, child labor, and exploitation of the workers' right, it will be just beneficial for the brand itself, for the children who are working there, and for their families who work in such poor conditions under such minimum wage. So,
Thank
thank
you.
you for listening.